Should we start taking this seriously? All right, guys. So there have been more, obviously, threats against, I would say, conservatives and Republicans. In a lot of videos, there are always, the left, liberals, lunatics, whatever you want to call them, are attacking, I guess, right-leaning or conservatives. And I don't want to say MAGA because a lot of the people that they are attacking are, in fact, just, you know, Republicans who are protesting or stating their rights. And the left seems to, every time they're in a group, they like to attack the right. But why I'm asking, should we take this seriously? Well, yes, there has been some political violence that have been committed around the country on both sides. And the left, they're probably somebody opposite me doing a video similar to this or has done a video similar to this. But the more I watch these videos, the more I start seeing that this is what they want. And I said this before and I'll say it again. This division is what they want. This is all they want. They want us to stay apart from one another because, listen, when the people band together, as they have seen in the past, we can be united, strong, and undefeatable. But if we're fractured, as we are now, if we're separated, and then we're fractured amongst our sides, right? The left is fracturing like you wouldn't believe, and the right is fracturing like you wouldn't believe. The MAGA party is fracturing even more right now. And they fractured from the right. And then you got Republicans within themselves fracturing. And then the left, the lunatics, they're fracturing from themselves. And they're starting another group. And it's like there's all of this fracturing going on making you weak, right? So now like a wall, if a wall is unified, it's fairly strong. It's unstoppable. Or it will stop a lot of things running into it. But if you fracture a wall enough, you can go right through it because there's nothing holding it together, right? Everybody's doing their own thing. Everybody's starting their own party, right? They're starting their own ideologies. And so that's what they want, the elites. Now, in other countries, people are putting their differences aside, like in the UK with the whole digital ID. They're protesting. A lot of these countries I see seem to put their differences aside so that they can attack the one problem in front of them, whatever that problem might be. But here in the United States, we can't do that for some reason. We were able to do it at one point, but now we can't do it anymore because we keep letting plants, if you will, like Sean Ryan or Officer Tatum, we're letting people like that fracture us because now those idiots take away from either conservatives or left-leaning people. Both of them are right-leaning, by the way, and they fracture the group even more. And we allow people like that. We allow politicians to look at Trump. Trump is throwing his MAGA party right under the bus, calling them weak and stupid. And we allow this when we should stop following politicians. First of all, that's where we start. We start with politicians. Stop following these people that are in it for themselves. We allow these people to have this power over us because we believe their every word. Look at Mamdani, for example. He got all of these morons to vote for him. Now he can't come through on half of the things he promised. And the crazy thing is now Kathy Hochul's going to have to cover for some of those promises by raising corporate taxes. So we need to, guys, dump the politicians. And listen, you're going to vote for them. You vote for them. You like what they say. You look at their promises and maybe you have an antenna up and go, I don't know about that. Or you go, okay, let's see where this goes. But that's where it should lay. It shouldn't be, let's get a tattoo of this dude. I'm cheering for them. Put, like the dying wall and I'm going to believe everything they say. And I'm going to stand up for this person and take a beating for them and all those other. No. Absolutely not. Politicians are just people that give you or make promises, and then you sit there and you go, let's see what they can do. That's as far as we should go in believing in them. Not saying they're going to do it, yes. And then they don't do it, and then you're like, what the hell happened? Again, Trump stated that he was going to release the Epstein file, but look at all of the pushback, the back and forth it took for him to finally get there. When in fact, he said he wasn't going to do that, and that he called people who believed in the Epstein hoax weakling, right? And so now that this is getting released, I'm trying to figure out where this is going to go. I don't like it at all. But nonetheless, guys, Kash Patel said that they were going to release it. J.D. Vance said they were going to release it when they first got into office. We are now 10 months in, 11 months in, excuse me, and now they're starting to release it after all of this pushback, after all of these people telling us it wasn't real. You had the Biden administration and the Kamala Harris administration trying to make us believe that they were the two best choices for president of the United States. And then when they realized that Biden was a kook, they tried to make us believe Kamala Harris was it. And the crazy thing is, people believed that Kamala Harris was going to be the next great president. She was the least liked vice president in the history of vice presidency. Least liked. And somehow she was going to be a better president than Donald Trump. Donald Trump's not doing that great either. I mean, a lot of the shit he's saying, a lot of the shit he's not doing is not making sense. And the border is still open. It's not at full tilt, if you will, like Biden and Kamala Harris, but it's still open and people are still coming over drips and drabs. I mean, like, it's there. It's still happening. It didn't stop. It's just that they stopped reporting about it. There's a difference. Again, guys, we can't put out all of these politicians. These people are failing this country miserably. This country used to stand for something, used to be about something, and now instead, it's more about corporate taxes and what corporate, elite person is buying what politician. In fact, look at what Planteer's doing, or rather what Donald Trump asked Planteer to do. This is a separate video I'm going to do. This nonsense is bad. Tracking all Americans and our data. And people are like, they weren't doing this before. Not like this, not to this level. And Planteer actually has an AI division that's like insane. So again, guys, this is where we should be up in arms over these politicians doing this. And then having Trump say shit like, I forgot who he's interviewing, this is recent. He said that I know what MAGA needs more than anyone else. What? That's not how it works, dickhead. You work for us. You're supposed to listen to us, and then you go, okay, I'll consider that and I'll try this. Not I'm going to call the shots because I know what works best. You don't. These politicians are always saying that about their constituents, that they know what's best for us. Since when? We are the American people. We don't like something, you should take that into account and listen. But because they don't want to listen to us, this is where I am a big fan of doing things that's going to get their attention. Because the signs, the marching in the streets, hey man, that doesn't work. The voting does not work. These people are not paying attention to us. They're doing what they want to do to make their pockets fat. Meanwhile, the average American is struggling even more now. Financially, that is. There needs to be a shakeup in this country where the politicians are scared of the people and finally listening. Other than that, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel.